be rough, but that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders.
Waking up, thanking God. Every day is feeling just like Sunday. Watch it fly by my side. Green light, every going my way. That's me, living dream. Just like a barber and I'm feeling like Midas. Heard him say, get him praise. What's in the water got you acting like this? The day goes by, I don't try. But thank the Lord up above. I wonder why I'm loving life. Come closer and I'll tell you what's up. They ask me how I'm doing, I'm blessed. Yes, living every day, no regrets. Smile up on my face, I'm like, oh, yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, ask me how I'm doing, I'm blessed. Yes, living every moment, no regrets. Best way to do garden. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you. I be seeing your lives every morning. Yes. Yes. Smile up on my face, I'm like, oh, yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes. Socks in the garden. Thanks for coming. I seen your potato harvest. Nice little harvest. Nice harvest. Nice harvest. Your first time growing potatoes? Oh, it was awesome. That was awesome. Hey, a little suggestion. Uh, Potatoes is a rooting crop, root crops. So they do a lot of feeding. Bone meal. If you add a little bit more bone meal, you might get a little bit more potatoes. Homestead Aquarius, thanks for coming. My brother J3, how you doing today? How's life, everybody? Yeah, I grew mine in a grow bag about 2 years ago, and I didn't know nothing about bone meal. I just added straight compost and topsoil, and they didn't do all that good. Hey, my new friend, thank you for coming. Sorry I can't pronounce your name, but thank you for coming. I appreciate you. How you doing today? If you're new here, you add passion. If you type passion or TN in the chat, it'll drop your link. Mary Grow with me, my Tennessee family. How you doing tonight? How everybody doing? I'm great. How you doing? So this is get it off your chest. We got 70 million people in the building right now. So the link is pinned to the top of the chat. If you got anything you want to get off your chest, you got anything you want to get off your chest, you got anything on your channel that's going on, you want everybody to know about, just click the link at the top. I just got to see your face in the back. And I appreciate y'all for coming. How y'all night going? How y'all week been so far? What's going on in the garden? I know it's been so hot here. It's unreal. Hey, first coming up is my brother J3.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on, bro?
Oh, nothing. Just chilling now. Been in there trying to help my grandson with his homework and everything.
Man, this homework is different these days, man.
Hey, I
My
must be.
the oldest granddaughter, she texts my wife a math problem. Well, she sent a math problem for us to try to help her figure it out. Man, I couldn't figure that out for the life of me, boy. They do math different these days.
I said I must be getting smarter. He must be getting dumber. One.
Ooh, I know it. Yeah,
But
it's hot, boy. Then you ain't got to tell me nothing about box fans, boy. It was probably been about 3 weeks ago. My central heating air unit went out for like about 4 or 5 days before we got it replaced. Man, it was so hot. I'm glad it wasn't no 100 degrees.
you can handle it. You can handle
Yeah, I
it.
could handle it, but it was
Hey,
merciful.
hey, you can handle it. You didn't want to.
Hey, if you just type TN in the chat, it'll drop your link. Miss Garrett, thanks for coming.
I got so much stuff on my table up here.
Well, I know it's been so hot here. My melons is finally coming in. Finally coming in.
All my melons are gone, man.
I want Charleston Grays anyway. I think I got one. This is
How
a
you doing,
Congo or
Deborah?
Black Diamond. I can't remember.
I ain't got no watermelons. I told Broke the other day, man, make sure you keep the crown in Georgia. Cause I went out there, I was gonna do something to the watermelon. I uncovered it for a little while, came back. Man, two of them had some white foam coming out. The biggest one just bust straight down the middle. I said, oh man. I just went ahead and threw my hat in.
Bernie, Educated Natural. Thank y'all for coming.
I wanted to take my little tractor with the bush hog and just ride through the whole thing. I forgot I got some hoses up under that ground cover down there, so I had to back up and rethink that.
No, it ain't easy, no boy. Yeah. The older you get, boy, that heat you can't handle as much as you used to.
How you doing, Tim?
It's a different type of heat these days, boy. I mean, we used to play outside for hours. And I still be outside in the garden for hours sometimes. But man, it seemed like this year, it's a little bit different. I don't know if it was the age catching up or that heat.
Yeah, it's age too. I was out cutting the grass in the front today with a push lawnmower, and I got to half of it. I was just time to go in the house. The sun was slapping me in the head and everything. Time to go in the house. I said I'll try to finish it tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go out and try to finish it up.
It's been so dry and hot here, boy. Even the comfort leaves been laying over. Like, good Lord. But I tell you what, my citrus and my figs is loving it, boy. They growing like crazy.
The fig trees where I keep the water in the containers, shoot, them leaves they're rotting out. There's only one fig on that. There's two trees standing side by side, and there's only one fig on there.
Only one fig.
Now I already got the figs off that tree last month. That it was full of figs, but I usually get figs like 2 and 3 times a year on that tree right there in front.
How long has it been in that pot?
Shoot, 2017.
It probably needs a good root pruning. A bigger pot to go in the ground.
That fella gonna stay.
Got root bound.
That fella gonna stay in that pot till I put it in the ground.
Well, you put it in the ground because it's probably root bound. That's probably half the problem.
It's been producing good though. That's the only tree that actually survived.
Cobalt. Thank you for coming.
All the freezing and stuff I had out here. That's the tree that survived it, all of it.
Really?
Yep. That tree been here since 2017, and all the other trees that got are fairly new.
Yeah, but sometimes when they root bound, they'll start pushing out a lot of fruit because they're struggling, like trying to get some help.
Huh? What they can do,
he might need to go put him in the ground.
And now what he need to do is go ahead and choke out all them leaves, all them grass that's trying to grow up in there.
Yeah,
they need to choke them out and get all them nutrition from that grass and stuff. Keep growing in there.
Yeah, you might need to go dig your big old hole, put him in the ground, throw a bunch of compost around him, And then chicken manure, goat manure. Grace, thank you for coming. Bayou Sugar, thank you
Buy you
for coming.
sugar. I How you doing, Grace?
Backyard gardening.
I was thinking about that
Backyard
also.
garden.
I was thinking about taking my pomegranate tree up, move that to the back, because I'm gonna have to trim it up. I don't want the bushes, I want a tree. So I'm gonna trim up all them bushes growing up around it and just get one main tree limb coming up. I'm gonna try to make it a tree instead of all them bushes.
MGGG Love, thank you for coming. Oh, it's Grace. It's her birthday.
Hello, Grace. I mean, happy birthday, Grace.
Yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
I'm not a singer, but I sure try to hit a note for you. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Enjoy, girl. Enjoy.
That backyard life. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? If y'all new here, if you just type passion or TN in the chat, it'll drop the link.
Excuse me for digging in my mouth. I was in some scooping on and stuff and saving the seeds, and I just went ahead and tripped the whole thing. Just took the seeds out and stuck all up in my teeth and everything.
Yeah, it will, boy. Yeah, but my citrus is well, my both of my kumquats and my Myers lemon, they all just blooming like crazy right now. They loving this hot weather.
Yeah, the ones I got in the ground in the front yard. Them both of them Miwats, they blooming. They looking good. My Miracle Berry and my Ponderosa, I put them in a big pot. Plus, I put wood mulch all on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to like that better.
Yeah, they will.
The
And
tangerine.
it keeps it cooler than straw or anything or grass. It keeps it cooler because grass it start breaking down. It really heats the soil up a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put grass down, thinking it's just gonna keep it cool, even if you water it down, I don't know, for some reason that sun just beats down on that grass. It heats that grass up. That's why it works so fast in your compost. So that's all you're using for mulch. And it's just 115 degrees. They're just cooking that soil right there underneath your plant.
Yeah. But I put wood chips on it, and shoot, it was yellow. I didn't even put no Epsom salt on it. Once I put it in a big pot and put the wood chips on it, that fella, it was kind of yellow. Shoot, I went out the next day, that fella totally green.
For real? Yeah, that Epsom salt, it helps them be able to uptake that magnesium, I think it's magnesium, something. It helps them be able to uptake more nutrients. Car. Ooh, I want one of them cars, boy.
I got two pawpaws.
Rudy, thanks for coming.
When I put it in the ground, they lost their leaf.
Car.
Yeah, the pawpaw. And I went back out
No,
there.
not pawpaw. I'm talking about this car. Orange, she got.
Oh, Cara. I mean, what Cara? Akikatsu, Kisu.
They all orange.
I don't know about that Akikitsu. Yeah. I don't speak Japanese. I only know a little bit of Korean.
And I had that Valencia orange, man, and I hate it when it what happened? That's when I had that first greenhouse, and it was doing pretty good, man. And we had that freakish tornado, and it just shredded. And I tried to put it out here in the outbuilding, put up some plastic up around it. See, my outbuilding where the rafters goes up, there's a seam right there, and it's not all the way wooded. It's not all the way closed in. It's got a little air hole pocket you can get through there. It's that seam variety.
I might have to check out that Cara.
I want one, man. I ain't got no room to keep bringing stuff in the house.
It's the first time I heard of that Cara.
Car Orange.
First time I heard of that.
If I'm not mistaken, they kind of like a little bit reddish in the inside too. Got like a Moore's Blood Orange, but not as red. I think they're supposed to taste pretty good. I might be mistaken though. It might be the Moore's Blood Orange I'm thinking about.
All
Moore's
right,
Blood
Sox.
Orange supposed to taste like raspberry.
Sox, you done
Pink
taught
in the
me
inside.
something.
Yeah, it's like pink in the inside. DJ Ron, the mechanic. Thanks for coming. I'm just over watching your wife in a micro.
Yeah,
Scratch offs.
yeah, I was over there too. I wanted to go up, couldn't go up. Except for my grandson with his homework. Hey, somebody gonna have to help me so I can help them.
Oh, you welcome. You welcome. I love to see people grow, especially people around here, boy. I love riding around when we go just riding sometimes. We just hit some back roads and ride. I'll be watching people's houses. Well, not their houses, the yards.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
you
trying to see what
do.
they grow at. I see these people with these big old acres full of land and nothing on it. Not no cows, not no one piece of straw, no chickens, no nothing. I was like, man, what is going on?
Yeah, I told my wife I'm ready to go in the country somewhere. I'm ready to get out of the city. It's country, but it's the city part of the country, and I want to go somewhere. In order for you to ride up to my front door, you got to drive a half a mile or a mile just to come to my front door. That's what I want.
Mm. That car is a sweet grapefruit crossed with a navel orange. It sounds delicious. My lemon tree is growing flowers. I keep it in mostly shade with a little sun. It's really humid and hot here. It loves this weather. Yes, it does. It does. They love this weather right now.
Yes, yes. When somebody said they coming to my house, I want to see them before they even get halfway down the road. Then I could play like I'm home or not home. It depends.
Not my family. They just show up.
I told my family about that. You coming to my house, you need to call me first.
You can tell them all you want. They still just show up. They don't
That
care.
don't mean I got to open the door.
Yeah, what? My dog's gonna be barking like crazy.
That's one of the things I miss is having a garage. I got a carport, but it's not closed in.
They just Ron the mechanic, boy. He over here doing his thing, boy. And Nancy B both, boy.
Yeah. I see Nancy B every place.
Yeah. Sometimes I get to catch it live when I'm sitting in the car before I go in or something.
But that's what you want to make it big. You got to be some every place. Whether that's your group or not, you got to get in there to see where you fit in. So it'll help you out one way or
Sometimes,
another.
man, I be popping in when I'm at work. Whenever I get a chance to run in there.
Indiana Jackson, how you doing?
Thanks for coming. When I'm at work and I get a chance to talk, because I leave my phone in the office, I put my earpiece in most of the time, and I go out there and start doing my work unless I'm in the office doing computer work. And I just be popping into some places, and some places just not for me, man. I just be in there listening. I don't say nothing. I'm like, what in the world is going on here? I don't like it when I pop up in a place and all I hear is arguing. There's 2-3 people up on the chat, and all they doing is arguing. Like,
I was in where was I? I was somewhere, and the lady, she was listening to a chat, and I asked her, who was those people right there? Oh, that's the people, this, that, and other. She telling me everything. I just asked you who was it and what it's about, but you telling me the whole story. I don't want to know the whole story. I hear enough fussing and cussing. Why they talking?
2K giveaway is coming soon. That's awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations, fam.
Yeah, 1962.
1962. That must have been a great year.
Yeah, that's probably the year he was born, 1962. Go ahead. One of my 3 nectarines
Let's drag
disappeared.
around and all. It was either a squirrel or a raccoon. G Mama Groves, thanks for coming. How
How
you
you
doing
doing, G
today?
Mama? Or if you got
How
some
you doing?
puppies around there, they probably did it too.
Yeah, but I say if it's up high enough, puppy might not got it. It might have been a squirrel, them
I,
old tree rats, or a raccoon. A
I'm
raccoon
glad.
too.
I'm glad all them dog. I only got one dog at the house now, and that's my German Shepherd.
And
I
my
got
dog
rid
go
of,
crazy when she see rabbits, squirrels, birds, anything.
and my the Great Pyrenees, the girl, she just killed herself.
Hey, thanks for coming.
She just killed herself the other day. I don't know why they got to dig so much. They this dog. I know
Morning
she.
time over there, huh?
I would let the German Shepherd go. He go back there, sit, chill with her, and everything. She went in the barn, dug a hole up under the barn. Instead of coming back in the same way she went out, she tried to come in. I've been taking the fence down. She tried to come in the side with the fence already down, and she got caught up in the fence. And the doctor came to check my grandson's sheep, and we were just talking everything, and I smelled that peculiar smell, and I didn't say nothing, but I smelled that peculiar smell, and I was saying to myself, uh, "Well, Doc, what the pig such and such?" But I'm thinking now I know something is dead. And then when they left, I said, "Let me feed this dog." I start calling the dog. Dog didn't show up, and I took about 3 steps, and I saw the dog next side the barn.
Mm-hmm.
I went and took the food back. Uh, went out there and looked at her. She done tangled herself up. That's it, that's the only dog I know.
Mm.
You could take everything out the way, and she'll still get tangled up.
Jason 55, thanks for coming.
How you doing, Casey?
Man, I know it, boy. That's one thing I really didn't never really like is tying my dogs out. Most of the time my dogs they stay in the house.
Well, the only reason I had to
You
tie
got
them
them big
Great
dogs.
Pyrenees, them
Yeah.
Great Pyrenees still lead. There's a daycare about 25 feet from me. Well, 50.
Yeah, you said they kept on roaming on you.
Yeah, they keep going around there.
What's them that's what they
Yeah.
do. Them big old Perry dogs. What you call them dogs again?
Great Pyrenees.
Great Pyrenees.
They won't come up to you nothing because they like scared of humans. But if it's another animal, they'll fight. There's no
Yeah.
problem. But if it's a 2-leg animal, they'll run from it. And
Yeah. They herding dogs. Well, they protect your sheep, goats, whatever.
that's why I had them. But I never bought.
They
I
some
never
big
get any
dogs.
more Great Pyrenees.
And that's what I've seen them whoop a lot of pits. Because
Mhm.
you know they got all that fur on them. The pits can't get a lock on them.
Right. I never get another though.
They'll
When
never
I
get another.
when I get my goats back, it'll be my German Shepherd, and that's it.
If I had some land, I wouldn't mind having a couple.
Nah. I go walking in my backyard. Oops. Done fell in a hole. Come on, man. And the thing about it, they just get an urge to dig. Okay, go over in the back somewhere and dig. They'll come right up where the people, where the kids, I'm walking and all that stuff. They'll dig a hole.
It
I
took your
know.
whole sunflower head. Good. I know birds, we had it was about 2-3 years ago. We cut ours up and left
Hello,
them
Nikki.
on the back deck. Oh, hello, Nikki. Thanks for coming. Left them on the back deck just to finish drying out. And man, we went out there. They was all 2 of them on the ground. Most of the sunflowers gone out of them. I just figured it was either birds. I figured it was birds. Wellness for Fugal Mama. Thank you for coming.
Hello, Wellness.
The whole head.
Yeah, a buzzard to pick up that whole head.
A buzzard will?
Yeah, a buzzard, even a hawk. I guess if they want them seeds, they'll pick it up too.
Golly.
I used to have it bad. That's one thing I can't say the Great Pyrenees State was good because I would always have buzzards come over in my yard, and if I kill a squirrel, kill something I buried out there, and I get up in the morning, whole backyard full of buzzards.
Oh, they was all fresh flowers still on the plant, so they wouldn't even seeds yet. That was still the flower. I don't know.
Oh, that was probably a raccoon or something.
Why would a raccoon take a head? He gonna take it to a girlfriend? Betty Coon. I'm going to see Betty tonight.
Hey.
Get this sunflower.
It take what it take.
Raccoon stealing sunflower. Take to the date. Yeah, protect your flowers these days, boy. It's crazy.
That's it. What you ain't got to protect out there?
That's true. That's true. Everything come from them groceries, boy. I noticed some tomato plants, they still doing pretty good, but it's taking a lot longer for even though it's been hotter than what it usually is, it's taking a lot longer for the tomatoes to turn right. And they getting huge too before they turn right. Some of them out there big as my hand. Never heard of such a thing. Me either.
well, some getting it. You got some rats, some mice is up there taking it.
Oh, a two-legged one. Somebody done come over and cut it.
They said you had more than you need, so they wanted to help themselves.
I planted the wrong sunflowers this year. I thought I had some them little teddy bear ones I was trying to plant, but let me tell you what I did. I sprouted them on a napkin in a plastic bag, and I put them in my pocket. I was going to take them outside and plant them, and I forgot they was in my pocket for about a week. So they were dead.
You don't wash them and dry them and everything, huh?
Oh, luckily I thought about it about after a week. They was in there and still in the dirty clothes. I was like, and I think I was pulling clothes out just to put it in the dirty, put it in the washer. And felt them in there. I was like, man, that's where they went. Then I thought I planted masters, but I grabbed the wrong ones and I planted.
Tamika Davis, how you doing, sis?
Miss Davis, thanks for coming. Squirrels and groundhogs will eat them too. For real, squirrels and groundhogs eating sunflowers? The fresh flowers?
I know squirrels will.
Yeah, I like eating squirrels and groundhogs too.
I don't know about the groundhog, but I eat the squirrel.
Man, groundhog delicious. You cook them just like a roast, man. You make you some of that white gravy and put on top of it. Oh my God. You cook it good and slow with some carrots, put you some corn beside them. You
somebody had to cook it for me first.
Season that thing. I'm tell you what you're gonna do first. First, when you clean them up, you want to soak them in some salt water over 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Then you want to get you some Dale sauce. You want to get you some Dale sauce and marinate in that with your seasoning, and let it marinate in there for a couple hours in the refrigerator. Then you go on and put them in your pot with your carrots, your onions. If you put onions on your stuff, I don't eat that. Yeah, that's what's up to me, them onions. And
so you wouldn't need an onion. You wouldn't need an onion for $50 either.
No sir, no sir.
I might have to do a video. I might have to do a video with an onion.
No sir.
Put $50 on the table.
You try to assassinate me.
I'm gonna see whether you broke from
it just raw
hands
onion.
in the dirt.
You talking about just raw onion? You talking about just eat a raw onion?
Nah, it ain't gotta be raw. I stew it for you.
What is stew?
Where it's all wilted looking.
It's gotta be caramelized.
That is it will be caramelized.
To the finest before I'm gonna eat it. Caramelized to the finest.
Mercy.
No, Nick, you caramelize it to it. It don't taste like nothing but butter. That's what I'm talking about. That's about
Nicky.
eat it.
You be done get the $50 before you finish eat the onion.
No, I ain't gonna finish eating none. That's gonna be the whole problem.
No,
I
I was
ain't
talking
able to
about
do it.
Nikki. I'm talking about Nikki.
Oh,
Nikki said she'll do it. She'll eat it.
I grow them all day. I even cut them up. But
Man, I love
Randall
onions.
J, thanks for coming.
What up, Randall? I love onions, man.
I
Especially if
mean, I
it's
don't
from.
mind. I don't mind if it's cooked on a roast or something like that, but I ain't finna eat it. But I'll just move it off. But I don't mind the little taste it gets in it. That's what I'm saying.
No,
But
I
I don't want it on my fried taters either. Don't put that mess on my taters.
I take a Vidalia onion, get a small container, put the lid on, put it in the microwave, put it on 8 minutes, and it come out looking all pretty. Then you could put some butter on top, or you put some butter on top of it before you start cooking it. And when it wilts all down and it get all that buttery crust on top,
Mm-hmm.
man, shoot, thing make you divorce your wife and cook for yourself.
I don't know about all that now. I want to try to make my wife one of the blooming onions. She likes those. I'm gonna try to make her one. I want to grow one on our natural. Boy, she's been tearing them tomatoes up out of the garden, boy. I don't think I'm gonna give me no sauce or nothing. She just gonna eat them all. Just gonna eat them all. She been tearing them up, boy. She like slicing them up and just eating them with salt.
Yeah.
Whatever she cooks, she just have a plate of tomatoes right there beside it.
Well, I buy my Vidalia onions. I buy them. I grow onions, but the process that they use to grow the Vidalia onion, they don't just pass that out.
You tried something new yesterday with onion? What you try? He said he ain't country enough to eat raw onions. Me either.
Oh man.
Hey, my uncles, them man, they used to. I'm told this before. I don't know if Homestead Aquarius heard it though, but my uncles, them, they used to sit around and drink, and they would be passing the bottle. They'll take a drink and then they'll bite a raw onion, and they'll pass the bottle and the onion. They was using the onion for a chaser. Yeah. I've seen them sit around and do it many times.
Did they tell you what kind of onion it was?
It just looked like a yellow onion. They was always a yellow onion. I remember being a yellow onion.
I done seen a lot of people get tripped up with
We used to grow them, man, and them onions used to get freaking huge. But we had hogs, and they use hog fertilizer most of the time.
Yeah. Hey, if it's your hogs, it's all right to use a hog fertilizer. As long as it's your hog and you know what they're eating, it's all right.
He made a cheeseburger that didn't use any oil or grill. 1/2 inch of water in the skillet with sliced sweet onions. Ain't no onion sweet. They all.
Bruh. I done told you, eat a Vidalia onion.
I don't even know what that is.
An onion that is on the sweet side.
They purple?
No, not the purple one. The purple one, they're not strong at all. They're good for salads. But
the purple ones?
Yeah.
Man, we grew some of them, and when I picked them, the smell on them was twice as strong as the onion, the yellow.
But
onion.
they taste good and they don't burn when you eat them.
Whew, that's what she said. But man, them things was strong. I'm talking about. Boy, they had the kitchen walking. Hey. I almost puked every time I walked by the kitchen.
You was about to puke. You wasn't crying, was you?
Yeah, I was crying when I was puking.
Man, now that's my thing right there. Vidalia onion and the red onion. Those are the two onions I like right there. But this is before you remember the Little Rascals, right?
Yeah.
And what's his name? Not Buckwheat.
Yeah,
Alfalfa. Alfalfa was always walking around eating the onion. That's how I learned to start eating leeks. And once I ate it, and then I realized just dipping in a little bit of salad dressing, eat it. Man, that's the bomb diggity right there.
No sir.
That's right. Tell them, G-Mom, onions smell great.
No, they don't. Love them onions. Ugh.
So how much it gonna cost for you to eat an onion?
Huh?
How much is it gonna cost for you to eat an onion?
Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
I'm gonna set the money on. I'm gonna set the money
Eat a
on the table.
raw onion.
I'm gonna set the money on the table. Tell me how much it costs for you to eat an onion.
Mm-mm.
You said nothing, right?
I'm not.
So go
I'm
ahead
not
and eat
gonna
it.
eat it. I'm not gonna eat it, Sam. I am. I'm not gonna eat it.
You broken hands in the dirt.
Yeah, I eat a squirrel. Sure will. Tear them up.
Onions is in that,
Ain't no onion in my squirrel.
and the gravy ain't no onions in your gravy.
No, sir.
Oh man, I'm gonna eat your gravy. No.
I don't put no onions in my gravy. No, sir.
You ain't no real country boy if you ain't got no onion in your brown gravy.
Cooked onions and pepper is a bomb on a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's what my wife say. My dad would sit down with a hot onion as a meal almost. He eats raw garlic, horse relish, whoo,
Yeah.
everything, even that thing stinking. Oh, I didn't like it.
Limburger cheese.
No,
Yeah, I could do Limburger cheese. Yeah.
no, not me.
Yeah.
I don't like blue cheese either.
Man, you don't know about the good things in life,
Give
do
me a
you?
blooming onion and I'm happy. That is assassination attempts right there. That is assassination attempts.
Bruh. I think you need to give up your card.
What?
Especially if you don't eat an onion.
No, I don't eat no onion, man. I ain't gonna do it. If you cook it good, I'll eat it. But I'm not eating no raw on no sandwich. I'm not biting no onions like my wife does. And my wife does, they be growing them like she'll have me pull a lot of them early. She eat them like green onion. You just cut that half the green off and have the bulb. And her and my daughters, them man, they just be walking around eating them like that, dude. So I'm like,
I make me a good hamburger.
Have an onion, just like it ain't nothing.
I make me a nice thick, healthy hamburger.
Yeah.
And just cut a slice of onion, and you see all the rings in it, just laid on top of it, and put that bread on top. You just don't know, boy.
No, sir. I don't want to know. I love fishing, but that thing was nasty. You don't like raw onion yourself. And for coleslaw, I don't like coleslaw.
Don't like onions and coleslaw? Yeah, a little bit.
It was an assassination attempt. You know, man, I always heard tilapia was a modified fish. I heard they made that in a lab.
Well, I heard it came from China, but they was feeding it poop and all that other mess and then giving it to us.
Yeah, I eat salsa.
That got onions in it.
Huh?
That salsa got onions in it.
Hey, I appreciate it, Keith.
You said you eat salsa, right?
Yeah, I eat salsa.
Salsa got onions,
peppers, and all in it.
Yeah,
but it's different. I don't know why. I can eat it like that. But as far as eating it raw and stuff like that, I can't do it.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to send you an onion, a real onion, and I want you to get on. I want you to get on the screen and just sit right there and just bite into it, and I guarantee you'll love it.
Salsa has onion. No, I didn't want to know that. I knew it was in there, but most of the time I eat it anyways. It don't affect me. But it's just the taste of an onion on my lips to hit my tongue. It's just like an instant.
Mary Grow, how you doing?
It's just like an instant. Get that out your mouth before you die. That's what it feels like. It's like
Yeah.
my whole stomach is coming up through my mouth when I taste stuff like that. You just don't know. It feels like my whole insides is coming back up through my stomach. It's just like the same.
10, you scared to bite into an onion too?
It's weird. I can't do it. It's like tomato.
And my potato salad got to have onions in it. If it ain't got onions, it ain't potato salad.
Who in the world is biting into an onion? Nobody.
I
Well,
tell you
some
what,
crazy people do.
nah, I ain't gonna do it now because I ate already. I would went in there and got an onion and bite it for you, but I done had dinner already.
I don't see if it's a thing or what. I don't know if it will or not.
Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it to me? I don't want to work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free? Why can't
Yes, sir. Last time I tried that, it didn't work. It just hung up or something.
Hey, it ain't free because they don't want you to have it.
And pepper on the grind, on the grill with some slice of steak. That drives me crazy. Mm-hmm. Mucus from the body. I didn't know that. I know you can take a slice of onion if you got a cold or anything like that. You take a slice of onion, put it on the bottom of your foot, tape it on the bottom of your foot, put your sock on, sleep with it. It'll draw all that toxin out through that onion. The next
Yeah.
time you take it out, and 9 times out of 10, that cough gonna be gone. Or whatever.
You want me to go live in the morning and eat an onion? I tell you what. What's tomorrow? Friday?
Yeah, it is important to know the value of all fruits and vegetables. That's just like castor oil, man. The retired gardener, thank you for coming. That's just like castor oil. They used to give it to us by mouth and stuff. No, that's a totally wrong way of giving you castor oil. Castor oil is good for a lot of stuff. You can make it into a compound and you rub it where your liver is, and it cures a lot of stuff. It heals your liver. I don't forget all the stuff it does, but it's got a lot of properties. I got it wrote down off in there because I was gonna plan on doing a live on it Monday over that and comfrey. Comfrey is another one that cures a lot of stuff. It's called Need and Bones. That's his nickname, Need Bones, because it actually need bones, tendons, tissue, and you just make it in a compound. In the wintertime, you use the root, you make it into a compound, or in the summertime, you want to use the smaller leaves because they're more potent. Yeah, it's important to know the values of all plants because you never know when this, and it's probably 10 times better than this stuff we getting from the drugstores anyway. It's just like watermelons and stuff like that. It helps your blood pressure and all of that. People don't know that.
Well, if
Just
you
by
read
eating watermelon, you're gonna help your blood pressure.
If you read the Bible, it says the herbs are here for our healing.
Yeah.
Not
Oregano.
Not just food, but for our healing as well.
Let me go ahead and get my paper because I got a lot. Hold on for a minute.
He got it written down. Yeah, let me see. I'm still debating this, Nikki. If y'all want to see me eat a raw onion tomorrow morning with my breakfast, put a 5 in the chat.
Castor oil patches are things these days. Yeah, castor oil compress can be used on the abdominal for constipation, break up constipation and all that, for gallstone, gallbladder. It rejuvenates your liver, kidneys. It helps you pass kidney stones.
That's only 4 people want to see that. 5.
I don't want to see you eat no nasty onion. You might pass out on YouTube.
Nah, I ain't gonna pass out on no onion, bro.
Yeah, oregano, it's got antibiotics in it. It strengthens your immune system. It reduces inflammation. It helps
1,
regulate
2,
blood
3,
sugar.
4, 5.
It
5
improves
people.
your insulin
Okay.
resistance, and it fights cancer. And that's oregano. Yeah, it is what we should be doing now, learning about plants and vegetables. But you know what? All of this stuff, our people knew a long time ago. And some of it was passed down, but a lot of it wouldn't. A lot of the stuff we got to relearn. Because you never know
Yeah.
what this world, especially the way this world going these days, you never know if we're going to be without off the grid, everybody, permanently.
Ginger, take all the aches out your back and your knees. I guess I better go make me some ginger tea before I go to bed so it take the pain out my knees.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of talk excites me too. And I don't care if you know me, I'm a gardener. I'm a grower. I love to grow. And if you talking to me, if I ain't mentioning something about growing some plants or some benefits from plants, I ain't feeling good that day. Her breath was woo. Yeah. I forgot who it was, but it was one of my elders growing up. They all used to always tell us, if a hog won't eat an onion, I ain't eating the onion either. And we used to feed our hogs just leftover scraps, slop. That's what we used to call it, slop. It was just food scraps. And they would eat everything in there beside that onion. They would root around that onion. They wouldn't eat onion for nothing.
You had some bougie pigs, that's all.
Man, a hog would eat another hog if it lay down there long enough.
They'll eat a human if a human laying down
Yes, sir. A hog will eat anything besides an onion. That's my whole point.
there.
Why won't they eat that onion? I think that onion was that forbidden fruit God told us not to eat. I don't think so.
I think you need to go back and reach back, bro.
I just think that's what he was talking about. I think that's what he meant.
Nah, I don't think he was talking about the onion.
Yeah, it's amazing to me too, and it's a style. It's still a lot I don't know. I'm still doing research and still learning. I mean, but it's exciting to me. I like learning about stuff like that. And actually, the comfrey, the stuff about the comfrey and the castor oil, my wife sent me both of those videos about that because I love looking at stuff like that, and she loves me.
Well, when I was growing up, castor oil was one of the major things we took. Castor oil, 666, and Father John. That's the 3 things we took when I was growing up. And we were some healthy
castor oil
kids.
down our mouth. And that I don't forget what that stuff was. That I used to call it that diarrhea in the bottle. That stuff in that green bottle with the screw on top. You say you had an upset stomach, they give you some of that stuff. I don't forget what it was. I used to call it diarrhea in the bottle because it was a couple minutes after you drunk some of that stuff, you was going to the bathroom.
It's extremely good for lower your blood pressure. Yeah.
Yeah, it was always castor oil around. They thought castor oil was good for everything.
I had 3. I had 3 olive tree. I gave them all to my brother because once you get the olives, there's a whole process you got to go through, and I didn't want to go through that process with the
it's
olives.
A whole lot of things you got to do for an olive. You just can't go out there and pick them and eat them. It's a lot you got to do to them.
No.
Yeah, we're trained in these regular world. If something does, if the grid does go down, a lot of people be.
What's up, David?
I ain't prepared as I should be, but I'm a lot more prepared than the others.
Well, my biggest thing is I'm gonna trust God in all things.
Me too.
But I'm still gonna prepare and do what I need to do in case if something does happen.
It's just late.
And socks, that's 5 5s. What you trying to say?
Yeah, you gotta prepare for the worst, but still pray for the best.
That's it.
That's all we can do. But yeah, man, it just amazes me, man. And I see we be riding around sometime, and I see people with all of this land, dude, and they don't have not a cow, not a chicken,
That's true, David. That's true.
not a garden in sight. Some of them might have a little bitty garden around the house, but they might have 30 acres, and there's nothing out there in them fields. They just
Well,
mow it for nothing. I don't know.
I'm gonna be serious with you now. I've got I raised a total of 5 kids,
That's right. The ones who think they prepare that.
and 5 kids ain't helping me in the garden. My grandkids, I'll get them in the garden, but they really don't want to be there. So it don't make no sense for me to go ahead and have at least 4 or 5 acres vegetables and all that stuff. So that's why one of the reasons I compact mine too. I'm making everything smaller except for my fruit forest. My fruit forest will be big, but the garden area will be small.
I mean, you can grow just as many vegetables in your food forest, and we don't
Yeah,
have to have another garden.
that's true.
And they probably grow 10 times better.
Well, when I do things, I take my wife into consideration.
Yeah,
Now, she's not a country girl; she's a city girl. So you got to do things city wise until she get adapted to the country.
my wife country fried, baptized in gravy, can't wash off with a good little measure. I love that, boy. But that's just down here.
Cow liver is the bomb, but I don't think we get the same stuff that we used to get back in the day
A lot of us
when
have never
we
seen
were
hard
growing
times.
up.
Yeah,
They,
that's
they,
true too. We get comfortable in these lives we live these days.
right. They mess with it. They mess with everything. I remember when 666, there was nothing sweet about 666 when my mother used to make me take it, but
Mhm.
now they got 666 is sweet. And back in the day, it didn't
Yeah,
have no kind of sweetness to
see,
it. Now it's sweet.
that's what I see because I ain't got that much land, so really that's what the I try to do is more food for us. Type. I try to just integrate stuff in. Like just some good wood chips, man. That's one thing I do about my potatoes too. I don't see a lot of people do. I try to plant the biggest potatoes. I know a lot of people cut theirs up in sections, cut the eyes out and all that. But my thinking is, and it just could be me. I could be wrong. If I got a one big potato, it's gonna push out more sprouts, and it's got more nutrients to feed off of. It's got that whole potato to feed off of instead of that little eye. I just think you get better results from it. I mean, it just might be my way of thinking. It's just that.
LGGG. Uh, I prepare. It's just that as I don't prepare like I used to. Now everything is kind of to a minimum. Uh, if anything go down, the only thing I'm really concerned about now is me, my wife, and my grandson. That's it.
We might have to go to the last to get away from this craziness, man. I gotta get me a bigger rifle then. I mean, I got some rifles, but but I ain't got nothing, no bear proof. I don't think.
I mean, shotgun will work.
But yeah, that my shotgun will work.
Trust me, if we go to Alaska, all this crap will come over there too.
I used to have a 7 millimeter that I used to deer hunt with. Man, I love that thing. I would take that gun. I would take that gun anywhere.
I used to have a 30-30,
Only thing still
and that I went a hunt with it. I did everything with that 30-30. But
Really?
then when my kids came and went, ain't no gun being in the house. I went and pawned all my stuff and everything, and I hated it. I hated it. But then once they got old enough, I started getting my stuff back.
understand that. But see, when I grew up, it was always guns and stuff in the house, and we just knew not to mess with them. Just like fire, you learn one time if you try to touch it, your butt got warmed up.
Mm-hmm.
And you knew not to do that again. And then eventually, you know what I'm saying, we got older and they took us out and we got to shoot guns. Well, we started with our BB guns and stuff like that. But we went to the country and we got to shoot. That was fun. That was awesome. I love to teach my granddaughters and grandsons to shoot a lot more than what I get to. Because I mean, I really ain't got nowhere to go because I don't have that much land right now. Where did the man go?
My grandson know I have guns and stuff, but I don't let him touch it because one thing about my grandson, he's highly intelligent, and when you tell him to do something, oh, I know how to do this, I know how to do that. Nah, you don't know how to do nothing.
That's the name of the movie, Sale.
Yeah, and David, I hate the cold too. That's why I live in Georgia.
The older I get, I don't like that cold either, boy. But I
That's
do want to go up there and go hunting, though, man.
no, I don't even want to do that.
I
It
do.
might be it might have a cold spell while I'm up there trying to hunt.
Yeah, I know
Bear
it.
most definitely be able to eat me because I'm frozen and can't move.
I know it get well digger cold up there, boy, but I would like to go hunt. I'm probably gonna have to bear with that for about a month. I go up there and hunt for about a month.
I pass.
That'll be fun. That'll be a hunt of a lifetime. Yeah, we got some huge bears up there.
Man, don't nobody want to run in no snow. When I get out the military,
I'll be able to survive anywhere. You got to. You got to be able to survive anywhere.
when I got out the military, I had two choices that I said I go back to New York, I go to Chicago, and I sat down and thought about it real good. I took all my furniture and everything, put it in storage. That's I'm staying right here in Georgia. I was not going back to the cold nor the snow.
Just heard prices in land in Alaska is rising. Everything in Alaska is high, man.
Everything here is high.
Because everything got to be shipped up there. Then they got all the military bases up there now, too.
Well, a retired gardener. My father, he just passed last year. Actually, last month was a year since he's been gone. And he left here at 82. The only time he started going to the doctor is when he came here. Other than that, he ain't never been to a doctor.
Well, they've been moving military bases up there since, I think, the 50s or the 60s. Man, there's a lot of them up there. I know a lot of shows that I watch about Alaska and stuff is always talking about the military bases. And in some shows we watch it, I forgot what the name of it. People be buying houses or something up in Alaska. And a lot of them is they buying houses up there because they in the military up there.
Well, shoot, even buying houses. I look on the website and stuff. I look for farmhouses and all that stuff, farmland.
Mm-hmm.
These people ain't got nothing but a half an acre, and they want over $100 and something $1,000 for it. I said, you out your mind.
You know, right now, up in the waters of Alaska, is what I think it's Russia and Japan. They got warships up there. Ain't nobody talking about that. Bud File.
Bud File, how you doing?
Ain't nobody talking about that. We ain't heard nothing about that.
Yeah. Retired in goats. That's what I did, David.
Yeah, me too, David. I wonder why they ain't talking about that.
Because they'll say it's none of your business. You need to know about all that, and they tell you it's none of your business.
Yeah, there's a lot of Russians bought land in Alaska. Like for cheap. They come over here. There's a lot come over here from Switzerland too. Bought land in Alaska.
I wouldn't be surprised. Everybody got some land here in the United States somewhere. Now go over to their country. They might have a little 10 by 10 square slot belong to the U.S.
Hey, bro, how you doing, Vision Preparedness?
Huge, man. Vision, what's up? What's up? Because they are all part
Yeah,
of
you used to be able to. Yeah, what was they called? The Homesteading Act. They shut that down. I forgot what year it was, but they shut that down. People start coming up there just claiming land. All you had to do is, I think, live on it and build a shelter on it for, I think, 2 years, 3 years, something like that. And it was yours. Yeah, they shut that down.
I just need me a slot out of the city. That's all.
Yeah, well, I always think about it, but then I think about, man, this house almost paid for. I ain't getting no younger.
40 acres in a mill. And I ain't seen none of us raise our hand yet. Say we got it. The close I got to 40 acres in a mill is due to military service. I can own up to 150 acres and don't have to pay taxes.
You don't have to pay taxes on it?
Right.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. You talking about land taxes every year?
Right.
That's awesome.
That's due to the military stuff.
You try to get your property USDA ain't coming through there. Water's right is what it called.
I'm trying to get my property USDA. I don't know if that go for y'all Vision, but I heard. Well, then again, that's another issue. That's something I discussed with you in personal. I mean, one-on-one.
He said they was giving up 40 acre and a mule. That's what they used to say back in the day, but I don't think nobody ever got that. I don't know, some might.
Yeah, some got it, but it wasn't us. Everybody got it, but it wasn't us.
It's just crazy how we let for so long people control us with color. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy. I don't know how you think because one person's a different color that he's inferior or he's not a human. That's just crazy to me. I don't understand that.
You're right. Slave owners got it.
That's right.
If I had the ability, if God had blessed me to be able to go back and correct a lot of mistakes we had, this place would be a much better place. We don't need a
Going
government.
on, all the evilness is going on in this world these days, boys. It's unreal.
We don't need a government. Everybody find a spot and you take your spot and that's what you do.
It'd be nice to be able to live off the land instead of getting up and have to hit that clock every day.
Yeah.
But they make it so hard. They make it. I mean, you can do it, but around here, man, they make it so hard for you to just be able to be your own boss. It's unreal. I mean, it's just like me. I got a lot of stuff I can sell, like plants and stuff like that. But the cost to ship stuff out to be able to make enough that it's something. It's I just can't do it. It's too much.
I don't know. The word greed has been in my mind for the longest since
Always
this
town. Thank you for coming.
pandemic. Greed has always been in my mind because that's all I ever see is greed.
Zone
And the,
7, eh?
and the thing to it is, people doing. You got them people that think they're gonna live forever, and they doing all this and buying up everything. They fail to realize they can get it today, but they may be gone tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you can't take it with you. It's just
That's
like,
it.
man, that the lottery was over what 1.55 million or something like that. Dude, with that much money, you know how many people's lives you can change?
That's it.
It's like for me, take this me for instance. If I think after taxes and all, it was like 780 something $1 million. So, and see, I'm married, so off top, I'm gonna split that in half between me and her. Because to me, that's just only fair. We can put it all together, but yeah, I rather, you know what I'm saying? That way, if whatever she want, she can go get it.
1.5 billion.
But
Okay.
that leaves what 340 something million. I can give away $320 million, and I'll still be perfectly fine for the rest of my life. I can't take it with me. I might as well just help other people just out here struggling. That's the way I see it, but most people don't see it like that. But I guess my heart is too
True.
big for this world.
Hmm.
We getting money like that, it shouldn't be people starving.
I agree. But greed is the main process right there where you got everybody thinking that you're good, but the point to it is you're greedy in the process and you want to see yourself at the top of the pole, totem pole instead of bringing somebody else up with you. And that's
Well,
where, correction, I'm not going to say we, that's where they mess up at.
yeah, they creating meats in the lab. They've been doing it for years, but they just now telling us about it.
Well, that's kind of like what I said last week. They want to create meat for us to eat and everything. And originally we weren't supposed to be eating meat. And I believe that God did it the right way. God
Yeah, I
said
think
these
it was
animals
somebody in
were here.
Florida who won.
They said these animals were here for us to eat. He didn't say for y'all to go create animals to eat.
Yeah, the love of money is the root of all evil.
Yep.
And that's something else, man. That's something else that burns me up about our government, about this country, is how we let these companies, these big companies, take their business out and move it to like to Mexico or something like that. But yet and still, we allow them to bring that product back into our country to sell to our people, was they just put out of a job.
True that.
Make it understand. I don't understand it. Because if it was me, oh, you gonna take a, a company that's employing 600 something people, and all them gonna lose their job over here, and you gonna take your product to another country, but you still want to bring it over here and sell it? No, sir. No, sir. It ain't happening. Your product will not come across. Go ahead and take your company out of out of my country, but it will
Oh,
not. Your product will not come back over here to sell. You
Odoms,
sell it to
Odom,
them people over there.
calm down, bro. Calm down.
That's just
Now
the way
just
I see it.
calm
That's what I
down.
want to get off my chest.
Hey, calm down and just look around the room that you're in right now. Just look around and tell me something that you got in that room that's made in the United States.
Me, made right here.
I'm not gonna talk no trash about your daddy.
It was made in you not no.
I ain't gonna talk no trash about your daddy. But the point I'm making is you look around, everything in your house is made overseas, brought
Yeah,
back to the United States, assembled, and then sold. Even the spoon that you eat with, it says made in China.
yeah, and the people are getting paid nothing. That's why they take it over there because they don't have
Yes.
to pay. They don't have to pay us. They can pay them pennies, and they making billions and billions and billions.
Slave labor still.
But yet and still, they wouldn't be making them billions of dollars if they wouldn't bring the products right back over here and sell it to us.
That's it.
If they were selling it to them countries they went to, how fast you think them companies gonna still be in business?
Wouldn't. Resilient
As
dad, how
business
you
man,
doing,
they
bro?
coming. How long you think them companies gonna be in business? Not too long.
Well, if I was running for president or if I was president, I guarantee you I'd make some changes. All these
America got their
all
own
these plastic bottles they
American
dropping in the ocean and sending over there and everything. Up in Chicago on the east south side, when you leave the states going towards Indiana, there was a big old furnace, and every day it's just smoking and smoking and smoking. They closed that factory down. Stuff got shipped over the water.
That's not true, David Corey. Them groceries you out there you growing, them all American made right there. Them chickens you got out there, that's American made right there. All day. Them fruit trees you got, American
Shanny,
made.
how you doing, sis?
And we need to start getting back
To the basics.
America. America. Hey, Shanny, thanks for coming to America. Yeah, yeah. Now we got it off a tip. I mean, they don't want us to believe it in these days and times, but I still feel America is one of the greatest countries in the world.
Well, it I wouldn't say we the greatest for the simple reason is
I'm just talking about far as I'm just talking about the freedoms that we have. Actually,
yeah.
and we does have a lot more freedoms than most countries.
Yeah, but all the other countries got handcuffs on us. Not us as individual, but the United States.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. That's so true, Homestead Curry. Yeah, I don't think I would want to live anywhere else either. And it's kind of hard to go to other countries, especially right now, man. Y'all see all the stuff that's happening to people, Americans in other countries.
I'll put it this way. I think if I was in Korea right now, I think I'd be doing pretty good.
I think you would.
I think I would. If I was living the life I want, I think I'd be doing pretty good.
And you could be right.
That could be true, David.
And that Homestead Aquarius, that is true. They put boots on our necks and keep us divided. That's what you do
That's
when
true. That's
you're at
true.
war. You separate a big army of people. You conquer and you separate, divide, and conquer. Same thing.
And the bad part about it is those that they're conquering has been the brainstorm of this whole US of A. But they won't acknowledge that.
You know what really something I think a long time ago, which I loved it back then because I was a kid. But that's one thing I feel what started on this wrong when they took the right from our parents they took the right away from parents to discipline their own child.
That was the beginning. No, that was not the beginning.
No, it wasn't the beginning. That was a good start.
The beginning is when they start separating the fathers from the family.
Were you? Oh. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, we following them traps when we young, don't we, David? Buying all them Jordans. Think we gotta have the name brand, everything.
That's it. And ain't nobody getting rich from it but those at the top.
And MC Hammer pants used to fly around in. Done it, done it. We used to work, and we worked on our little summer program, dude. We used to make pretty good back in the summer. About 300 something. I mean, that was a lot back then. Every 2 weeks, we'll go to the mall and spend almost our whole check on buying school clothes and shoes and everything. We're gonna be fly when we go back to school. Stuff wore out before the end of the year.
Hey,
We're gonna spend hundreds of dollars all summer on buying
hey,
clothes and shoes,
and then they come out and say,
water jackets.
hey, these Jordans, these are the number threes, and these gonna be worth about $20 million. It's gonna be worth about $30, but everybody buying it up and saving it.
Flood storms in Cali, fire in Hawaii, intertemperatures in the south is crazy. Seas taking back land. Yep, that's true. But the fire in Hawaii, I don't think it was what they told us it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's been a little thing going on for a while. They've been talking about making Maui into a green city for years.
Hmm.
Now all of a sudden it's done burned down, and now Green City is trying to buy out most of those people's land.
Why, why, why them rich folks area didn't burn?
That was just what I've read and heard and researched. That's I don't know, sounds more than a coincidence to me. Sounds more than a wildfire that's happened to me. That's just the way I think.
Hey, things that make you go, hmm.
That's madness.
Have you noticed Mountain Dew has all sorts of these events happening? Hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of people profit off of destruction. Chaos, turmoil. Y'all stop it.
Well, like I said, greed, 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 greed.
Yeah, man.
Even even
Greed and
though
evil. Greed and evil. I'm
even though I'm
telling you,
on
man,
this
it's
machine right here, one thing that I come to realization, I don't want nothing that these people right here offer me, money wise.
electric bike. I've seen some, man. Them electric bikes is nice, boy.
Well, if you 50 and above, you can the government webpage will help you get an electric bike.
What the
Hmm.
hmm.
Things that make you go. Hmm.
If the
That,
grid go down, all you gotta hope you got some solar or something.
that tells me right there if the government gonna help me get a bike. At some time it's gonna explode, or they're gonna always know where I'm at.
Yeah. I would though like to have some land and have some solar and wind turbines. That's my main power.
Hmm. Now I'd rather have what God gave us to have.
Yes,
I
he
want to
did.
keep it plain and simple.
Yes, he did. He gave us the sun. And he gave us that wind.
And the knowledge on how to use it.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, people used to have them water wheels to make electricity. Yeah, even with greed and
Yeah.
evil,
It's
there's
still
still
beautiful.
beauty. There's still a lot of great people here. They want us to make us keep us scared and think all people is evil from watching TV and the news. That's just what they want us to think. There's a lot of people over here just great people.
Yeah.
They're just scared and confused and mixed up. So they don't know what's going on. There's a lot of people profit off of it. Yeah, I appreciate if you hit the like button. They were crazy. It's just crazy how we. It's just crazy how this world is, man. We just gotta look out for each other,
That's it.
and we gotta. And I'm getting better at it. Trying not to get upset as much, because sometimes, boy, some people just push your buttons, push your button.
And on purpose at that.
Yeah, a lot of us don't wake up to us in our face. And we got to start treating people better too, man. I know, because you never know what people going through. Some people going through a hard time, man. Hard time. And you never know that kind word, or just that kind gesture can mean a big difference to somebody.
Right. Right.
And we got to keep our eyes open too, man, because it's evil in this world. It's evil in this world. Always keep your eyes open and alert and everything around you.
My son is deployed. The temperature is 135 degrees, and that look. Oh, I think I know where he at.
My son is deployed too. Yeah, they want us scared. They want us to be in fear. They want to take our guns.
Well, Deborah, that's the whole thing. We help each other. We help and we learn from each other.
I can trust what you know. I know it. That's true. I appreciate it. We just up here talking, speaking our opinions on stuff, trying to share a little bit of knowledge what we do have. No grass fire can burn tires.
That's true. It's just a special fire.
Yeah, yeah. A special fire. It's crazy, man. I don't understand it. I just don't understand how. I see it's greed. It's greed and evil. Greed and evil. I just don't see how people can be that evil, man. To me, and I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot.
Good in the world,
but I still don't see how people can just do another person the way some people do people.
Socks in the garden. That's absolutely true. They when you watch the news, they're gonna always tell you the bad, but they won't tell you the good. Because
they won't never tell you the good. They want to keep that hidden. They want to keep you scared.
That's it. That's the same thing here on YouTube. Confusion. You probably have 1 million subscribers because you got some trash going on every day. Nah.
I think the name of the military heat machine is due. What's our opinion on human trafficking? Yeah, it's a lot of it going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, and I believe that our so-called people got a lot to do with it as well.
Yeah, that's another thing, y'all. You keep your eyes open for these babies. I don't care if it's yours or not. Just keep an eye open at all times, dude. You never know. Don't let your kids go to the bathroom by yourself. It ain't the good old days when we was growing up in the 70s and 80s and early 90s when we could just let our kids stay outside till the street lights come on.
Nah.
Can't do that no more.
Nah.
Even in your own yard, man. Just keep an eye on your kids. Man,
that's it.
Restaurants, they gotta go to the bathroom, go with them. Go with them. Don't be let them run around in the stores by themselves. You know how sometimes you let your kids, you can let them go in the toys department while you go shopping. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's true. Too many coincidences. That I whenever my grandkids are with us or whatever, I always try to keep a tight leash on them.
Yeah.
I even told my grandson, I said, I don't care when you're out there waiting on the bus or whatever. If a car pull up, you come right back to the house. Oh, we just want to ask you. Don't answer no questions. You just don't even worry about what they say. You come straight back to the house.
I agree with you, David. There's a lot of that been done out through our history. They got technology now. They ain't got to just put something down. They can do that from far off
Yeah, that's true.
space.
I think the cellular phone is more important than a lot of people do.
Yeah, yeah,
A lot of people do. But then when you think about it, when I was growing up, I was a smart child. But then when my son grew up, he was a little more smarter than me.
yeah.
That's when
They
the cell
always had
phones came
technology.
out. And my son, he could work a cell phone. I had to go to him to get stuff done on my cell phone. And now that my grandson is here, my grandson is one tell me about was it D base or B base or whatever it is on the computer. I don't know nothing
That
about it.
was the garden. Thanks for coming. I don't know nothing about that either. Yeah, my daughters and my
Black Guns, how you
granddaughters,
doing,
they
bro?
showed me a lot, but I'm learning a lot too now. Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, with the stocks and stuff, I know about the stocks. My grandson he was 9 years old and he was doing the stocks.
Back in when I was in high school, we had computer class, but it wasn't like this. It wasn't like
No,
it was like
no.
this. It was, we don't even think we had online then. We was just computer.
No, there was
We had floppy disks and stuff like
when I
that.
started computers, wasn't no such thing as online.
No, I don't think it was either. I don't think we got online to. I think I was well out of high school. I know I was. I think I was in my mid-20s. I believe.
I think online didn't happen till the late 80s.
Yeah, so I was in my mid-20s. I remember we having to plug it up to the phone line and think. Most of it was AL. What was it?
AOL.
AOL, AOL, whatever.
Mhm.
Online. That's what it was.
America Online. We on the stock market. Birth certificate. You're right. And I listen to a lot of folks where it says you can take put the number off your birth certificate and you pay your bills and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just ain't tried it. And end up paying using your birth certificate, pay your bills. 2 weeks later, nobody know where you at.
Yeah, most people ain't got a clue who've been traded like cattle.
Hmm.
They probably ain't gonna let you get that money now. They probably gonna stop that down. They gonna put you through a lot of legal fees, or and put you through court. They ain't gonna give you that money. Yeah, we too scared.
Uh, Now I come to the point. Better be safe than sorry.
Yeah, eventually we're gonna have to do something though.
That's it. That's it.
Gotta
I,
stand
I,
for something, or you'll fall for anything.
I believe if we pray a little harder, we might get an answer. But that's not just the individual. We all need to pray.
Yeah, sometimes we fall. So our knees and pray. When Jesus come, it's a baby today. It's crazy. But it's been an hour and a half. I
Yeah.
appreciate you, bro. Appreciate everybody
All
too.
right.
It's been a
I,
break.
and I'll see if I can't get up in the morning and I put an onion on my breakfast plate. See if I
That's
can do a
raw
video.
onion.
A
That's a
raw
raw.
onion. Trust me, bro. It'll be all right. It
I don't
will
know.
be.
I don't know. Ugh. Just even thinking about it makes me want to gag.
It'll be all right, bro. Trust me. It'll be all
Yeah, I wish you luck with that. Wish
right.
you luck.
All
Oh
right,
yeah.
now. All right, everybody that said five, they're gonna have to
I
put
appreciate it,
$5.
Homestead Aquarius.
Send me $5 so that all those that think I'm gonna need to go to a doctor afterwards, go ahead and cash out me $5 so I can get my doctor bill ready.
You stay blessed, Homestead Aquarius.
Y'all have a good one.
Rio
Be blessed,
family
bro.
garden. I appreciate you coming.
Be
We
blessed.
just gonna love you. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming in like it's always. It's been a pleasure. We had a good conversation, a great live stream, I think. Like I always say, if God be for you, who could be against you? No one. Y'all stay blessed.